It's time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Well, imagine this. You're flying. It's a long flight. This is a 14-hour flight. And you're just chilling, and the person next to you is asleep. Oh, I guess they're not asleep. They're dead.
Oh, no.
They're dead.
These are terrible.
They died.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
The 60-year-old was traveling on Qatar Airways. This international flight was found unresponsive, and then the person next to her said she made a weird noise. So the crew went over and was like, hello? Then they didn't do anything else. And they just
left it.
You just leave it there?
Her.
You can't put her? You can't
Well, so 20
put it in
minutes.
the bathroom or something?
But then people have to go
On
to the
a
bathroom.
14-hour
Oh,
flight?
somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't leave it in the seat next to you.
They tried to move the, quote, limp woman from the seat.
Oh, no.
They moved her to another section of the plane first where
There
they
you go.
allegedly performed CPR and used the defibrillator. An announcement over the public address system was at, any doctors here? Another half hour passed, and then it was moved back to the row of this
That's the
and,
part.
and covered with a blanket. Back
Okay.
to that.
I realize they have nowhere else
Where do you put it?
to put her, but
You can't really drop her down in the luggage. You're in the air.
I saw a coat rack the other day on a plane.
You just gonna shove a body in
Can
there?
we just get-
Weekend at Bernie's? You just gonna shove a body in there?
what about laying her down by the Coke and stuff? You know, in the back.
By the food?
Where they get
It's just
ice,
not a good place, guys.
No.
You know,
I know
in the back.
It's tough.
Don't they have an extra seat in the cockpit?
Don't they have two? This like a shotgun?
Yeah, well, like a jump seat.
Oh,
I think they call it.
Well, what I would think is if I were thinking on the fly and the flight wasn't completely packed, because it could have been, I'd probably move some people from a couple back rows. Sorry, you got to go sit in the middle seat. Oh, no. Well, she did. How do you
Right.
hold you like that?
Yeah, get up.
Put her in the back with a blanket and have a couple empty rows. But I don't know they could do that. But
think
there's
it
just
was
no room to do anything.
full.
You can't take a bathroom up.
No. Well, you do have two
Well,
bathrooms in most
I don't
planes.
know. Sometimes the toilet just does not work anymore, and they would have to deal with it. So this is one of the things where I think you just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I just feel so
Or if
bad.
you really have to go, you have to go with her looking at you.
for who is on
That's
that
messed up,
row.
dude.
That's messed up. That's right. I
Traumatic.
don't like that. A plant where robots is being built. Right? Everybody feel good about that?
No.
No. Well, they're making a plant with robots to build plants where they can make robots.
No, this is Terminator, dude. It's not good.
Agility Robotics has revealed plans to construct the world's largest humanoid robot factory.
It's going to take over.
They are.
They
Telling you.
have. You guys are acting like we live in the Flintstones age. We live completely with devices. We don't know anybody's phone number. We don't know how to get places for the most part. You're like, oh no, technology is going to. No, it's already got us.
No, I know, but we still control the technology. At
You
one
thi-
point,
no, you don't.
The robot's going to control the technology.
But you don't. You think you do, but you don't.
Whatever,
They have
like-
all your data and information. They're
But a
watching
person
you,
does.
Big Brother. Or AI is. You think a person is in the airport watching the camera, knowing whose heart
Yeah.
rate is up?
Yeah. They're not doing it, and there's a guy
No,
watching all that?
It's somebody that will alert it.
Also, Google Maps is like turn right, and we're like, well, there doesn't seem to be a road here, but I'll turn.
Fall off a cliff.
We listen. We started watching a show about Google Maps, and it starts off, and it's in a court. It's a court case. I think they're in a deposition against each other, and they're like, "We're suing Google Maps because they stole our technology." And so it was called like the billionaires. I don't remember. Stolen billionaire. I don't know. $1 billion code. And their mouth was a little weird, and I said, "Oh no!" It was German, and they would put the English over it. Turn
Got
it off
it.
immediately.
Got it.
Unless they're like playing games for death, and they're from South Korea. I'm not watching any
Squid
sort of
Game?
yeah. I'm not watching. I don't want to watch dubbed over.
Yeah.
It looked like it'd be good though. I just don't have the patience.
You wouldn't read the movie? Like go back and watch it in German?
No.
Okay.
I would do English dub and English subtitles. Just because I want to know when they blow raspberries, because I never knew what that was. Blows raspberry.
Or scoffing.
But it's an 8 out of 10. It's a 98% positive on Rotten Tomatoes. A group of tech engineers who claim to be the creators of the idea behind Google Earth get involved in a long and legal battle against Google. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch
Just
it.
don't
Sounds
listen
cool.
to it like it's a you know,
Podcast?
audio. Yeah, just listen.
We were watching that show, Circle of something, I don't know, on Max. It's got Claire Danes in it, and it's about the kidnapping of the kid.
Ooh, I want to watch that. But do you think of Homeland when you're watching it?
Full Circle is what it's called. Well, yeah, for a while with her.
Okay.
And it's 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I guess it's a limited series. I kept looking for the next episode, and I told my wife, when's the new episode of the Full Circle coming on? And she was like, what are you talking about? The finale was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
What? That was the finale. So she was like, yeah. And then she started explaining it to me. And I was like, we always have that talk, though, before a finale. So that both of us know it's the finale. And so the both of us are prepared. And so we both are quiet and we pay attention. Okay, finale. We have the talk. It's finale. Phones away. Focus.
That sounds fun.
Okay, so I have that talk.
Fun little group thing.
But
I
nobody
like that.
told me to do that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was the finale. But the show was pretty good. It got better as it went, but I didn't know it was over. Now I do. $2,000 sculptures bought for $39 at a thrift store. A shopper at a Goodwill store in Alabama bought a flower sculpture for $39.99, and it's just the starting price is $2,000.
Wow.
What's so special about it?
That it's cost $2,000.
That's it.
The unique sculpture with rich green patina.
I don't know.
That's captures the Mongolia flower in bloom.
Oh.
Bronze, longevity of sculpture. Whoever this artist is, whatever. But it's up for $2,000 as a starting price.
See, I wonder if some of these people, they know what they're looking for and they're at these thrift stores and they're like, oh, I better get this because I think it's worth something, or if they just get lucky.
Probably that one.
Get lucky.
Yeah, and then they post it. And people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this story once about this guy who went to like a secondhand store and he bought a book. And he looked in the book and there was a signature in the book.
Here we go.
What's up?
It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
woman.
wait.
No, well, I'm just protecting identities.
I know
tell
your
me
story.
more.
Yeah, and so the dude reaches out to me and says, hey, I got this book. It looks like it was made to you. You wrote the book. And it was a book that, I don't know, maybe I'd sign for Eddie with the big long inscription, like, hey, you're my best friend. I love you, man. Thank you for everything. Because everybody wanted me to sign a book and give it to him. It's
And
like,
it was found where again?
it's a secondhand store. Somebody donated it.
Yeah.
Half price books,
Eddie
I think.
donated
No, I
it.
didn't. My wife did.
Yeah.
My wife threw a bunch of stuff in a pile and took it there.
That
and
was from
sold
my
it.
heart. I could have given that book to somebody else.
I didn't even know that book was not in my house. And then why call the radio show and rub it in?
Hilarious. I'll never forget it. I
terrible.
was like, send me the picture, and they did, and that was my handwriting.
I just told that story the other day to someone.
And
Crazy.
the reaction was
Wow, that's crazy.
hilarious.
The odds of that happening are nuts.
A lock of George Washington's hair is for sale for $45,000.
How do we know it's his?
And how do we know that people aren't faking letters of authenticity?
Right.
Right.
I
What is
need
a
a letter
letter?
of authenticity for the letter of authenticity.
Yeah, what is that?
How do we not get those? Because I can write a letter of authenticity. But I think this is real just by looking at all the things that surround it in the notes. Washington's hair lock is tied up in an oval shape. It's bound by a glass case, which is wrapped in pearls. There's an engraving with GW on the back of the case. The lock was given to the Derby family back in the day, as the Derbys were close with both George and Martha Washington. Washington's hair remained in the Derby family for several generations. It was handed down from son to son, and now it's hitting the open market. And remember, he supposedly didn't wear a wig like many of his contemporaries, so his hair was just dyed.
White?
Yeah.
So was that a thing back then, to just people you're close to, you give them some of your hair?
Yeah, I'd like to give you some of mine. but
that
but
is
I'm not going to
weird.
tell you which body part it's coming from, all right? And you keep it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm going to roll the dice.
Would you buy that, though, if you had a lot of money?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
You would?
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That's cool.
I don't get that at all.
One, I think it's a fun conversation piece, but two,
Yeah.
I think you could sell it again for more in 10 years.
Okay.
I don't think in 2 years, but 10 years, yeah. A nationwide emergency alert test will hit your phone on Wednesday. If your phone starts going crazy this week, don't be alarmed. It's a test. FEMA will be launching a nationwide emergency alert test this Wednesday. Every cell phone, radio, and TV will blare that familiar warning tone. Don't play it. Don't play any tone.
You do not.
No, it gives me anxiety even talking about this because I got fined $1 million by the FCC for something similar that wasn't my fault. I apologize, everybody. I'm sorry again. The test is scheduled for Wednesday, October 4th at 2:20 p.m. Eastern. It will last roughly 1 minute.
I wonder if we all turn the volume up all the way up and hold it up in the sky. Do you think you can hear that, like outside? Like everyone's TV, everyone's radio.
I don't think they're riding each other and like getting louder. I don't think they're like coming together like a snowball. I think they're all existing individually, and if you're close enough to it, you'll hear it. But I don't think their powers are combining to make like a Power Ranger. And
Okay.
they
It's not like a stadium where it's like everyone's like just starts cheering. And
well,
you hear
everybody's
it.
so tightly packed, and then that level gets to a point where these phones, it's not going to be that.
Dang. Okay.
At least I don't think so.
I mean,
That'd be cool though to try it out.
maybe if you're in your
Maybe if you
New
were in a
York City.
stadium with
Yeah.
all the people and you did it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
We have a new episode of our show, Too Much Access. When we've been to a bunch of schools, but we went to the University of Arkansas, tried to learn how to field goal kick from Cam Little. I put on the pads, got some balls that tied in.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was great.
It's fantasy camp. But the video's up at bobbybones.com. So check it out. Thank you.
Woo pig, baby. Is that right? Did that sound right?
It sounded pretty good.
Woo pig.
Morgan Wallen now. Woman. A little creepier than I remember.
Oh, yeah, me too.
You,
Yeah. I don't know if it. I mean, you can't say stuff like that anymore.
well, we'll get to it in a second. So we'll do our movie review there, and we'll grab your calls next. go over and talk to Jake, who lives in Pittsburgh. Jake, we appreciate you calling. What's up, buddy?
Morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you, being it's next week and everything from when we talked about it in the past, the pallet that Lunchbox was supposed to get, isn't it funny that he is sick this week?
Yeah. I mean, there's always something with him. When he's supposed to have something done, the wigs aren't in. I got COVID. It's always something.
That's an all-time low, though. I got COVID.
He has COVID.
I'm not saying he doesn't have COVID. I'm just saying anytime something is due, something comes up.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, what happened is we did this bit where we're like, hey, who wants to invest in these dumb things? And Lunchbox goes, we can buy a pallet. And what you do is you spend like $100 and you get a pallet from all the returns on Amazon. You don't even know what's in it. But maybe you open it and you can sell all the stuff for more than $100. And being the morons we are, we're like, we're in. So we give him money. Being the morons that we are. We've not seen a pallet. He didn't know. He was like, what do I do again? You told us you were doing it.
Yeah, because I think he was trying to decide if he was going to do an Amazon pallet or a Target pallet.
But we already said Amazon.
I know.
So Scuba, does he get like a voucher for a free week?
No, not at all, because the due date was Tuesday. It's several days to still do it and line it up.
We'll call him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he's probably asleep now if he really has COVID.
Yeah.
We talked to him earlier. But that's a great point, Jake. It's a frustrating point. Not that he's sick, but that it always happens that when something is due, something is up with him. So appreciate that, Jake.
Yep. No problem. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, you too,
You
buddy.
too.
See you later. Brittany in Charlotte, North Carolina. You're on the Bobby Bone Show. Brittany, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, studio.
Morning.
I was just following up with Eddie. I actually called last week when he was talking about having a dental student do his cavity filling.
Yeah.
And I was against it, but I think he'll be fine. So I just was wondering what the status was on that.
You going to dental school?
This is amazing. So I got an email from a dentist in town that says, hey, I heard you on the radio. Don't go to that school. I'll do it for free.
Wait,
Okay.
what? You can't do
Yeah.
that, right? Or,
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
I don't know.
What's the problem?
I guess as long as you don't say I can give you a shout out for because that would be illegal.
Yeah. No shout out.
You could do it on social media on your own property, but you can't do it on because that would be like plugola type stuff.
Well, I don't think the dentist has a song or anything.
No, but
Maybe.
if he does, you never know this town. I don't know.
I'm a
rule.
songwriter too, man. Check this out.
So is what you're gonna go and just
Well, I scheduled an appointment, so that's the first thing, and they're gonna see what they can do. Yeah, I think that's pretty amazing. Because honestly, I was a little worried about the school. You know, I mean, these are just students.
no,
They're
I
just
know.
learning.
It just sets a bad precedent because even though he's not here today,
I know that's kind of why I'm
That's what-
talking about it.
Oh, you're waiting
You know?
till he's out. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the kind
yeah.
of crap he tries to do all the time.
Right.
Ray does it too,
I don't get specifically what you're talking about.
where you get free stuff.
I mean,
Yeah,
Amy,
like-
those pills that Amy brought them up. I didn't not the first one that started to say that.
I don't even
I
know
paid-
what he's talking about with pills.
Oh, I paid money for some pills, Undo the Booze, that Ray has a code for. And
Okay,
then-
but I was talking more like it doesn't matter because I don't want to get you in trouble.
Okay.
With your wife or with the law, you know?
Either one's bad.
Yeah, both are bad. Just let us know when your tooth's fixed, Eddie.
I will, dude. I will.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go to Nick in Ohio. Nick, you are on the show. What's going on, my friend?
Morning, studio.
Morning.
I was just calling to see if we could get the Tuesday song, since it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. If you request it, that's the only time we do it. But let's give it a rip here. All right, this song's because every other day he's got a song. It's Friday, it's Saturday, it's Sunday, Monday, la
Oh,
la.
yeah.
Everybody has but Tuesday doesn't have a song. I feel like Tuesday is so underappreciated. I feel like Tuesday doesn't get the respect it deserves. I feel like Tuesday, it's actually the best day. So this is why we do the Tuesday song. The best day of the week. You all know it's my time. So I made a song about Tuesday. So happens it rhymes. The lowest number of crimes. Super bingo at 9. Don't know how you do your Tuesday. This is how I do mine. The sun comes up. There's a smile on my mouth. Why? Because I love Tuesday is the first thing I shout. Free Zumba this morning and every Tuesday at 5. I got my spandex on. It's time to head to the Y. Tuesday. HOA Tuesday. Housewives going booze day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. Hey, it's Tuesday. Is my recycling on the curb as I drive off? Yep, my recycling's on the curb. I mean, Fridays are fine because they're casual and all, but I'm always more productive on my Tuesday conference call, my after work plans. I got my spray tan. I'm drinking lemon water out of me some cayenne. Pebbles and Bam Bam. I'm watching C-SPAN. And then it's 2 for 1 at Sonic with a Coney in each hand. I'm singing Tuesday. HOA Tuesday. Housewives going booze day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. Yep. Tuesday. Brown cow goes moose day. Eat some cashews day. I'm just talking about Tuesday. I go to Mardi Gras on a Tuesday. I go to Krav Maga on a Tuesday. I'm playing Pokemon on a Tuesday. Came out of my mom on a Tuesday. Thank you very much, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Hey. We just keep going. Thank you.
It's so funny. My friend just texted me that she's at the dentist and they're listening to us.
Oh.
The dentist is. I don't know who the dentist Eddie's going to.
Yeah, maybe get 2 appointments. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
See which one's better.
One of them ends up giving you money to work on your tooth.
That'd be cool.
Yes. Bailey Zimmerman, Religiously, is a song. I love it. Song's a jam. When I hear it, I can't stop singing it.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to go back down. All right, Bobby Bones Show. Check it out. I was talking with Lenny Kravitz. I'm a huge Lenny Kravitz fan. I did not know I was going to be talking with Lenny Kravitz. So all of that together, I'm just go ahead and be a geek because I don't want to fake it, and I wasn't prepared. So let's give it a rip. And so Lenny Kravitz walks in the room, and I'm like, oh, God. They're like, talk to Lenny. So I'm like, what song? Yes.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. So, and this is on the episode of the Bobby Cast that you can hear this week. But I asked him a question about which opening guitar lick the audience goes, yeah, too. And I kind of sang some of them to him. Here you go. When you start a song, I feel like my feeling was when you hit that, the crowd
felt that opening lick, like they knew that song first. Like, are you going to go my way? What do you feel, other than that one, when the song starts, what does the crowd light up immediately for?
Fly Away is one of them.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a good one. You thought I was kidding. I love you. Yeah.
I love you too, man.
I found that if I have something thrust upon me, just go ahead and be as natural as you possibly can, even if you sound like an idiot. And that's what it is. The other one is da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
American Woman.
American Woman.
Yeah.
Jam.
Why does he still sound so cool?
He's awesome. So we were talking in the Bobby Cast. We played the whole interview about the coolest celebrities, musicians we ever met, and so we all did ours. But I profess my love to Lenny Kravitz.
Amazing.
And I would do it again.
I mean, he's a vibe for sure.
For sure.
I mean,
He
even how he
walks
talks.
in, I know.
You ever seen him with his shirt off on Instagram? He's a monster.
No.
He's awesome.
Oh,
No.
I'm not.
It's hot. I mean, it's great. It's cool. He's just a dude, you know? All right, hold. In the cinema club, we drew Amy, and her movie was Pretty Woman.
Yes, it was.
I think I've seen parts of Pretty Woman, and I think I've seen all of Pretty Woman in my lifetime. But I don't know that I've ever sat down and watched the whole thing. And it's been a while, but I'm telling you, and it's late in the show, and we're still going to be gentle-ish with our language.
Sure.
When she brings out all the colors,
I thought that was candy.
I know, I get it. I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Like I actually felt sad for her, and
The character.
So did Richard Gere.
I know, but it hit different.
For sure. Watching it older, it hits way
It hits
different.
way different. It's not as fun.
Amy, the whole time I'm thinking, I'm shocked that Amy watched this how old were you when you first watched this?
I was 9.
That's crazy.
And I thought, yes, pick a color, any color. I thought it was candy.
And it was
Protection.
Yeah. There was a sense of sad.
Yeah.
I was just sad watching it. They made it a good movie.
Yeah.
But I was just sad watching it, and I just kept thinking about how many people are forced into that,
Oh, yeah.
or how many people make a decision to do that because it's like one of their only options. Or there's some people who are just like, I just want to do it. But I feel like most don't do that. But I'll be honest with you, it felt pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's still funny at times. I like George Costanza.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I forgot he's in the movie. George Costanza's in the movie.
Stucky.
Yeah, whatever his name is. So here's some things that people wrote. They don't make rom-coms like they used to. Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, this is from somebody here, have unmatched chemistry. I also never really found Julia Roberts attractive until now. 4 out of 5 hotel keys.
Ray?
Nope.
Scuba? No. Mike?
That's me.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Movie Mike?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought, because I don't really like rom-coms, but it has an entirely different feel to it, and it had been a while since I'd seen it.
The feel was she was a sex worker, and I felt bad.
You got to suspend belief a little bit. It's a rom-com.
Man.
You don't watch a superhero movie thinking, all this stuff could
But I don't
actually
feel
happen.
sorry for the suit. But that was real life scenarios, except for not the big one that's not that real. I don't know, maybe it has happened before.
Maybe.
I get it, and it's fun. There were times where I would just forget I was feeling sad, and I'd be like, I'd be like, oh yeah. Love the movie, seen it multiple times. 5 out of 5 tall boots. Is that you?
No.
No, I think that's me.
Tall boots.
Yeah.
I don't think I
I'm the only one that wasn't
submitted
affected in a
a
positive
review.
way. I feel bad then. I'm sorry to bring you guys' movie down. Sorry your guys' celebration of life movie was a good experience for you guys. Here's one, 3.5 tricks out of 5. Who is this?
Tricks.
A very one-dimensional film. So slow it could have finished in an hour. There were some cute parts, the silverware, the dress shopping, the watching movies on the floor. 3.5 tricks out of 5.
Ray.
That's a funny rate. I mean, Ray,
Gotta
who
be
did
Ray.
that one?
That's me, and honestly, the rating maybe doesn't show it, but I really would watch it again. So I've never seen it before, so props to Amy on that.
Here's one, 5 out of 5 prostitutes that find Prince Charming.
Okay.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, well,
You?
They find Prince Charming.
3 out of 5 necklaces. Julia Roberts is awesome, but I forgot how unrealistic the movie was. I guess it doesn't hit as good as it did in 1990. Is that you, Eddie?
That's me. Come on, it's so unrealistic.
Pretty Woman was a pretty darn good movie. Great forgotten classic. I give it 4.5 out of 5 $100 bills.
Oh.
Julia Roberts is amazing in the movie she's in. I like the storyline, but it's super unrealistic. I've seen Pretty Woman several times, and I can never make it through the whole movie. 3.5 out of 5.
Scuba.
Scuba?
No, mine was the last one.
Oh, yeah.
That was mine.
Abby?
Yeah, that was mine.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know why I can't ever really get into it. And yeah, I just know it would never happen in real life.
I bet you
Story.
something similar has
No
happened.
chance. 0%.
No.
Oh, I think it probably has.
Yeah.
Out of
Maybe
all
not the
the
same
people in the world,
storyline,
no
but I
way.
bet you that people have fallen in love with their women fall in love with their escorts they pay for. Of course. Easy. Oh, I bet it happens all the time.
Right. Listen, I know
That
that
story
it's-
specifically
Yes.
with those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It is an odd movie. And to Eddie's point, back when I saw it when I was 9, my parents were going. It's probably honestly one of the last things I did with my parents before they got separated, because I was about 8, 9 years old and it came out, and I know that my parents had plans to go, and the sitter canceled for some reason, so they ended up just taking me. And I remember being in the theater and my dad just covering my face. So it's probably something early on. And then we bought the VHS tape and we would watch it at home. And then my friend Jill and I would get dressed up and walk up and down the street.
Like her?
On Pinehurst Drive.
Yeah, that's dangerous,
Listen,
man.
I don't know that our
You would
parents
cosplay
really,
as prostitutes as kids?
I don't
crazy.
know, but we didn't know that's what it was. You have to understand, we didn't know. Like we didn't
I
know.
hear you, but did your
I don't think they. I don't know what they thought we were doing.
Neighbors didn't see
But
you walking the streets like that.
We weren't.
Hey, big boy, swinging their necklace. Hey, big boy.
I'd have to. The only person.
Amy, it's Pastor Jim. Okay.
The only person that's alive that would remember that would be Jill's mom, and I'd have to ask her what in the heck they were thinking. Why did we do that, and what did other neighbors think?
Why did she have to be a prostitute again? Or she was having to. I forget why she had to be a prostitute at the beginning.
Did they
Well,
say
she
that?
had to pay rent, and then she went and her friend Kit.
Yeah. Why am I not remembering this clearly?
I mean, she dropped out of high school.
But I'm saying though, there wasn't like somebody dying or
I don't
something.
think that. No.
Okay.
No, but
that's
she
what I
just-
would have. Okay, but that's what I preferred. Like she really had to do.
Like she was forced into it.
Yeah, but not like illegal.
No, but like had to do it. No
Right,
other
like
choice.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they ever said that.
But but I feel like she had to do it because she had to pay money for rent. I guess for me it would have been if she'd have been like, I want to do it.
No.
For my own choosing, and I'd been like, good for you, empowerment. But when anybody like feels like they have to do something, I always feel bad.
Yeah. It is kind of sad.
And it's such a touchy issue
It
too
is
now
touchy,
because of like illegal sex trade. I don't know. I just didn't.
Oh,
enjoy,
yeah,
I just didn't
good
enjoy
point.
it. I just didn't enjoy it.
You could remake that with like more realistic.
But what would you do to make it? What would they be? Think of what profession?
Well, I mean, first of all, the ones that end up getting married to the guys are the ones that are in these like high class.
Yeah, but I'm
escorts.
talking about how would you remake it? What profession would you make her now?
It wouldn't be the same.
No.
Sugar baby.
Oh,
There
like
you
an
go.
app, a sugar baby app.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. I guess my heart's just a little too sensitive for that movie.
That's a good point. I don't know. Something about
You
it.
guys walk down the street.
It's from my.
As
Listen,
kids.
That's crazy, Amy.
I'm gonna call Jill's mom and I'm gonna ask her what the heck was wrong with y'all.
Well, thank you, Amy, for suggesting the movie. It is
thanks,
a good
Amy.
movie.
Yeah, I think it's just something nostalgic for me.
I agree.
From my childhood, and to your point now, probably watching it back, yeah, there is. Just
I should
glamorizing-
suspend disbelief just like Iron Man.
Yes.
Superhero movie.
And obviously, there's people in tough situations
Yeah.
like that do not want to be there, and you don't want to make it seem like this. Yes,
Yeah.
pretty glamorized type thing. Yeah.
Well, that's
get it.
showbiz, baby.
Hey.
Literally, because what happens then can't always happen now.
That's right.
And we
Okay,
learn.
So, do we need to draw another movie?
Not right now, because I need some time.
We need to decompress.
Well, it's like I'm traveling. It's hard for me to watch movies all the time.
I should have done Steel Magnolias, the other
Ooh,
Julia
I've never
Roberts
seen that
movie.
one. I'll watch that one.
We'll put her. That can be her.
I'll put her
next
back
one.
in.
I like it.
Because Dolly's in that too.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.